Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today is 12/16/2016, and of course, right when I start the thing, my phone starts ringing. Why not? All right. Anyways, I shut that off. Unbelievable. I mean, as soon as I open my mouth, ring, and it's 1:19 here in Arizona. But again, join us for our live feed. We do these every couple days, or try to. Follow me on StockTwits, Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll get all the videos and the live streams. What's up, Knights of Fire? How's everything going? All right, well, let's go through the charts here. Just the quick SPY, the IWM, the usual suspects to see what's going on here, and then we'll go from there. So SPY daily chart, we did hit this upsloping trend line. We are pulling back. At this point, guys, I don't know. Let's just see where this thing goes to. Maybe we come down here. Maybe we have a shallow. Next thing you know, we go to 250. Who knows? Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? It's going really good, man. Had a lot of stuff going on this week with the business and all that, so haven't really done a lot of live stuff. Some intraday stuff in the mornings. Had some great trades this week, guys. Just follow me on StockTwits. We do a lot of intraday stuff, and just keep banging them out. We're upside down on some swing trades, but that's going to be okay because eventually these markets will come in and we'll get paid on those as well. But in the meantime, just try to make money anywhere we possibly can. So yeah, so we had a nice little pullback. We're 63 cents down on here. Nothing crazy. I mean, we did hit this line. Like I said, we are pulling back. We'll see what's going to happen on these weekly closes. What's up, buddy? How's it going? So, again, nothing wrong. But this, this trend line, I didn't have it in there. I put it in there the other day. I knew it was coming up, but, it was just, as I'm adding shorts in this market, I need to know what the heck I'm doing, basically. And I knew this line was up here. Did I ever think when it was down in this area that it was going to pop up and go to 230, almost 230? No way. No way. But the technicals were in there. The 227.13 area was there. So what's up, Daniel? How's it going, bud? And that's what we're watching for. Let's see if we get through this area next week and pop up. But if not, then we're waiting for a pattern on the weekly. The daily's not telling us too much. It did pull back the last couple days. Nothing serious, guys. We're still above the MA, so no worries. But if you're not short these indexes, this is the time to do it, guys. I mean, we're upside down on the indexes, not by much. They will pull back. But, if you're not short the IYT, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, any of these, the SPY, you got to get short. When this thing pulls back, we're going to get a nice sharp pullback. And, honestly, we could go back down here to 115, but again, we're way up at 136, so one step at a time, guys. I don't want to get way too ahead of myself. Well, this was the IWM. But the IWM, again, pulled back, got a nice little inside bar pattern coming up. We still are above the moving averages, still in a strong stance, but we got to see where we close in about 45 minutes or so. This is live action right now. What's up, Reva? How's it going, bud? So let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying Friday afternoons. It's a little bit later than I normally do it, but that's okay. I want to just get some stuff done here, go over some charts, and then if anybody sees anything, let me know. But right now we're going over the IWM and stuff. On the weekly chart, again, IWM, nothing's wrong with any of these. We did have a nice pullback the last couple of days, but nothing really telling us that we're going to actually come crashing down. Other than if you look at the MACD, we do have a negative divergence. Hey, what's up, Andy? What's up, Russell? How's it going, guys? Hopefully everyone's having a great week, great Friday. I had a fantastic week scalping. Some of the trades went upside down on me a little bit more. Some came in, some did this. The X is coming in now. Tesoro, I'll go through these, but here, let's keep going here. Qs, actually went up into this upsloping trend line, and it came right back in. So this is going to be interesting close on the weekly if we close back down in this area, back below the last all-time high. So keep an eye on that too. That's slightly bearish, but again, we're above all the moving averages. There's nothing wrong right now with any of these charts, but this is where all of a sudden you wake up and then boom, it just comes crashing down. So don't believe anything that's out there, guys. Just follow the charts. Look at the MACDs. I'm following more of the weekly, monthly time frames now. The daily, of course, you got to see the patterns that are setting up, but right now I'm liking the weeklies and the monthlies more. So you got to be like a chameleon, guys. You got to adapt to the markets and what's going on and stuff like that. If you're following the dailies, they're just going to stop you out, and the next day it's going to come crashing down $10 a stock, and that's what they seem to be doing. That's why I'm following a little more on the weekly right now. Hey, what's up, Rags? How's it going, buddy? All right, let's see here. The Qs, yeah, nothing wrong, but on the weekly, it looks like we're going to close below the all-time high. But again, yeah, it's still a half hour left. They could pop this thing up and close it at the all-time highs for all I know, so not a big deal. The DIA, same thing, but on the weekly, look at this, guys, a little topping tail here. Not the best, not the worst. The volume's not bad. Let's see where we close. I'd love to see it pull back into the end of the day. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, I'd love to come back into like the 9. We're holding the 198 area on this one, the even number. I'd love to come in around 197.50 or so at the close. But again, we have about, 45 minutes or a half hour left, so we'll see. The IYT, these are the usual suspects. This one's pulling back pretty nice. So, man, if I've been telling everyone, if you're not short, as this thing's going up, if you're not short, you're not short. Unfortunately, we're underwater on this one too, but I think this thing is going to go from 143 to 170. It's ridiculous, guys. These markets are just ridiculous right now. So just remember, no more than 10% of your portfolio in any position. Right now, I would be doing 5% positions. And I don't care if you have a $100,000 account, a $20 million account, or a $50,000 account. All these trades add up by the end of the year. So slow and steady, guys. I didn't start with $1 million either, guys. So I worked my way up to where I'm at, and it's just hard work and patience, and it's a marathon, guys, not a sprint here. So, all right, so daily's pulling back. Let's look on the weekly on the IYT. Weekly, again, this was a great bullish pattern. I didn't think it was going to play out, but it did, right to double top, pulling back. So let's see if we get an inside bar, sets up to the high again, and then the pullback. But I'm telling you, these markets are looking a little bit weak. Still going on light. Well, the volume's today 114 million on the SPY, so not too bad. But I do like this reversal. But at this point with these markets in the holiday season, anything's possible, guys. USO's up 19 cents. Out of the blue, catches another bid. But look at this. They close it above that trend line. So technically, it's in more of a bullish stance. But they had to do it because if you're a technician and if it gets above there, you got to buy. And you know what? We're still short this thing. I don't believe it. Weekly chart, we will close above it. Then I want to see what happens next week. I think they're just shaking some more shorts out. But I could be completely wrong. If it goes up a little more, I'll add a little bit more. But at this point, we're still below the 1179 area. So as long as we're below that, yes, we are above this little pivot area. But you know what? That's fine. The USO is fine. If you're short with me, you'll be okay. This head and shoulder pattern is still trying to play out. As long as we don't get above this 1245, the head and shoulder will still be intact. We're starting to get a wing over here, but it's still, still somewhat of a right shoulder. I'm going to play it. So if this thing does play out, I'm still thinking we're going at least a double bottom, possibly lower, but one day at a time with this one, man. One day at a time. So, all right. And then UUP. I haven't really been on the charts all day, in and out. So this is down 7 cents. So it is pulling back. After that move yesterday, you'd expect something. If it kept going. Again, this was some sloppy, choppy consolidation. Pops up, goes almost into the next pivot area. Now we're setting up again in a possible bullish manner. We got to know, a little bit more next week. Does it pull back to the 20 and then pop up? But right now, nothing to do. If you're long the dollar, hold strong. We were long the dollar. We pulled it off, unfortunately, and it just keeps going. We had a nice profit, but we just took it. And then the weekly dollar, though, and this is the other bigger pattern here. This one's setting up real nice. I wish it wouldn't have popped up. So I'd rather see consolidation for the next, 7 to 10 weeks or so, and then the pop up. This was a little bit early, but again, if it comes back down, we'll keep an eye on this, see what patterns. I just don't like what it did there, but you got to take what they give us. And then the GLD. I don't know if this thing's bottomed out yet, but we had a nice, 66 cents up. But man, we've been waiting patient for this one. Like I said, we've been adding short, we've been adding longs, little by little. I wish we would have shorted. When it pulled up like this, I wanted gap fill and possibly up to this upper trend line here, gap fill right here. So that's why we didn't initiate the short on this. But but now we're patiently waiting for a long. So, and that's the right move. I mean, we almost came down to 107 or 106.90, this gap. So that was the right move. This was slightly bearish. Came in. I mean, this is like the last, get all the longs out, just flush them out, and all the margin calls. If you're up here, you're getting margin calls down here. Most likely every trader's all in on this trade. So he starts going down here, they're just slowly covering their margin. Then they give them the death spiral for 2 days, and that pretty much shakes all the weak hands out. Then the next thing you know, we start marching up. And then these weak hands who sold, they'll chase it up around 120, 130, because that's when CNBC will get a hold of this thing and tell everybody, oh, time to buy gold, after a 15-point move, and we'll already be out. So, all right, guys. So that's the gold. That's the USO. I went over those. Right now, we're adding longs. If you're not long the gold, you gotta buy. You got to start adding right down in here. The next area would be about 105, and then the next area that would be the 100 even number down here. You got a gap around 101.50, but you have a gap around 105 too. So you can start nibbling on, and also you have the 750 retrace down in here too, which is great. So there's great support in this area, but right now with the FOMC and the manipulation going on in the markets, I mean, this could go down a little bit more to shake more people out. If it gets down to 100, and if you're not long at 100, then I don't know. I can't answer that question. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? All right, let's get through some stocks here. What's up, everybody? Hey, folks. Hi, John. Do you think Oracle can be held over the weekend in terms of continue to fall? Let's look at Oracle. Oh, wow. Well, if you look at the daily, you're into some support here. Nice fall though, gosh. It was almost like the Adobe trade today. That was awesome. Hold on, guys. Let me pause that one there. All right. Yeah, you hit the 618. You're holding the 50 MA on the daily. Right now, there's really nothing other than coming from a high pivot down. It really depends on the markets. If the markets continue to sell, this one could possibly go lower. If you're in this trade and you're short, maybe take a half off and lock some in and see if you could get down to the 38 and then possibly 37.64. That's probably going to be your last stop. Let's look at the weekly really quick. Weekly, yeah, you have support here around the 50 MA. You're going to have support around 38.50 and then ultimately, down here in this 37.64 area, but not bad. But usually you get a big bar like this. Again, everything depends on the markets rally next week. This thing could possibly move up. So if you have some money in this one, you're doing a day trade, pull half off, maybe get a little bit more. If it comes back up and retraces maybe up into the $41 area, this double top, then I'd reshort it again. But, if you have a nice profit in it, just take it or take something off because this really depends on the markets right now. Markets continue down next week, then a lot of this stuff's going to go down. So you got to play it as a market trade. So USO and gold, we did go over there. Rags, what's up, bud? Russell, how's it going? I went over that. John, I know you're a big fan of stepping into gold long, little by little here, but I think gold has ways to go down. How about JDST for a scalp? Yeah, gold might be going down, but again, we're short term, man. If these markets start pulling back, gold will probably catch a bid, and by that time, we'll be done with the trade. So, we're trying to catch just small moves here. 100 even number. I mean, that's a big area for gold. That's the last time it bounced, and it bounced back to 136. So we'll keep an eye on it. Dollar keeps going up. Gold has a great possibility of continuing going down. That's why you don't want to go more than a 10% position in your total portfolio. And right now, we're just slowly adding. Gets to 100, I'll probably be to the full position. My cost average, to guess, maybe around 106, 107 possibly. If it gets to 117, I'm done. That's it. I'll take my 10 grand and thank you very much, or whatever I'm going in. But if I even go 10%, even if you have 1,000 shares of the GLD and that thing moves $10, it's 10 grand. I'll be done. Now on to the next one, guys. I don't mess around with this stuff. So let's see here. JDST. For a scalp. Let's see. How about JD? No, there's nothing to do with this. Maybe up here it was. Was there a double top or anything? No, there's nothing to do on this one. Now you got to have some momentum, like Adobe today. That thing popped up. I mean, maybe right here. Yeah, right here wouldn't have been bad. Double top. You'd have been in some pain though, a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this one 52.85. It got to 55. Wow, yeah, that thing pushed up today. A little bit of a topping tail here though on the 60. So this has a good chance. If this thing retraces back up to this one, then I'll short this one for a short-term trade. That's how I would play this one. But no, there's no scalp trade right here. NVIDIA, our favorite NVIDIA. Is it still negative on the day at 60? So finally got to the 100 even number. Gosh, never in a million years, guys. This thing just gets stretched and stretched. But you know what? The more it gets stretched, the more this 20 MA comes up. Eventually, that's where this thing's going to want to come to. So it might be around 52.60 when this thing comes back in. But market sell, this thing's going to be coming crashing down. Let's see. I just want to see. Yeah, so we got about, again, look at this. We come back in. We make a little pivot, comes back into the pivot, goes back up. So every time everyone goes short, then they squeeze them out, short, squeeze them out. And, you know, if you're short like me and just holding on for dear life, you got to hold it. You know, we'll easily come back down to 67 and then the 56 area. But right now, you know, it is strong. You know, they keep hyping it up. They keep upgrading it. They, you know, how can you fight it when they're upgrading it? They're hyping it. They're upgrading it. They're hyping it. It's the strong, you know, strongest stock. You want to get into this one. That's all they're talking about. But for me, I'm just going to hold strong. I am underwater. But in the meantime, I'm scalping stocks, taking other trades and whatever. You know, it's just, you know, you just got to look at this one, you know, the monthly, and that's it on this one. And then the 100 even number, that's the big number too. Now, if we start going above it, then we'll have to see. But we did put a trade out there on writing some calls, and so far so good on those. So they're about at E. Well, we're a little bit in the money on them. So, and they're slowly, we'll see by the end of the day. I don't, you know, until this thing closes, I don't know what's going to happen. But we added yesterday and we added the other day, the day before. I don't even know. I'd have to look at my, what did I want to look at? The daily. Yeah, so as this thing popped up, we added here and then we added here, and then today it's coming in pretty good. So we should be in the money by the end of the day here. You know, I mean, we're getting there, guys, slowly but surely on these trades. Hold my UPS puts, April 17. Yeah, that's fine. Think of selling and buying puts on. Think of selling and buying puts on Nvidia. Waiting to see if it tries to 100 again. Thank you, John. Yeah, I mean, UPS. Let's just look at that one real quick here. Did it pull back? Okay, so you're making money on the UPS. Nice. Gosh, if you have a couple of the puts on UPS and you're in the money, pull one or two off and then pop it into the Nvidia. But make sure you go out far enough. We wrote calls on in March on Nvidia, so we went out a couple months. The premium was right around 17 bucks, 18 bucks. We added twice, so we got our cost average down a little bit. So we're going to hold on to the Nvidia, but it's not a bad area. But still, puts might be tough throughout the new year and all that stuff. But you know, at this point, I think it's worth giving it a small shot here. We've been waiting patiently for puts, guys. I've been telling everyone to stay out of puts, stay out of puts, stay out of puts. We're almost there, guys. Just need to see more action on the SPY and the IWM. The IWM's pulling back nice, a little bit nicer now. So I don't think it would be a bad time, but I'd at least go into February, maybe March. And like I said, you make money on them, 50%, get the hell out. Don't stick around on these things, because the next thing you know, they're just they creamed all the puts the last 2 months. What's up? IWM going negative for today. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? Hey, Brian, how's it going, bud? JDS Gold Miners 3-time bear. The JDST, I mean, that trade, JDST, I think it's just too late. I mean, the GLD, I mean, to take that trade, I mean, honestly, you would have been back in November. I mean, this is when you would have taken that trade around 23 bucks, and you'd be out of it now, you know. But like I said, when we were watching the GLD, hold on, let me go to the GLD. Hello. You know, this is when you would have gave the JDST a shot. I mean, even when we went up, I was like, man, we're gonna miss this thing. We had a little tail, we didn't fill the gap, so I was like, we might go higher. And boom, that's too late to short this thing now. I mean, you're chasing it. I mean, we might stop right here. We might go a little bit lower, maybe the 100. But I mean, unless you think it's going lower, I just wouldn't bet on the short side on this one right now. That's why we're adding slow and by in I mean short. All right, hold on, Jay. I'm in the money right now. I was in at 58 before it ran to 60. Hold or take profits. Hold on. I mean short. All right, hold on. Yeah, so being short gold right now, I don't know. I think it has a little more to go, but this would have been the area to short it. You know, as it retraced up, I was waiting for 125 or the trend line or this high pivot around 126. It never made it there. So now I'm just slowly adding longs. That's what I'm doing. If you want to short it, you give it a shot. But if we get around 100 bucks, then I would start to take that short off. But again, I mean, you're chasing this thing down. iRobot, yeah, we put a trade on that one yesterday, I think, on Twitter, right at 60 bucks, right on the Pierce, and yeah, we're in the money on this one too. 58, where are you in at? 58.10. If you're doing more of a day trade, sure, pull it off. I'm going to hold it. We do have some support right here, so I wouldn't doubt if we actually get a bounce. I'm going to know in about 20 minutes if I'm going to cover this thing, at least half of it. I'm in, if you go to my Twitter account, we posted this one. Oh, let's see here. All my swing trade, not all of them, but a lot of them are on Twitter, guys. So if you want to come to my Twitter account, I do have it locked, so you have to ask me. I'm just trying to keep trolls out of here. And a lot of people that type a lot of crap and fill up. I just want my trades in here when I'm pulling off positions, because I don't want to make it too confusing for people that go to my Twitter site to see what trades I'm in. We went swing short IRBT at $60.05 on December 14th. That was the post on Twitter. So we're in the money, almost $3. I think I'll pull something off. Let me see at the end of the day. Let's see what happens in about 10 minutes, see if they flush this thing out. But, this is another one, guys. Everyone together. High flyer. And then on the monthly, if we get this little, or, doji here, weekly. That's why I'm waiting for the weekly close. I'll probably hold on to it. I'm thinking the markets are going to come in. Markets come in. This thing's going to be a $52 stock. We'll get $10 on this thing. So that's up to you if you want to cover that one. I mean, if you're in the money on it a little bit, maybe cover half and try to get a little bit more out of it. But yeah, I think this is, we can easily come down to $50, $52 on this one. I'm short at 60, so I'm probably going to hold it. I do like the pullback for the couple days. So, but we are right here. So that could be support. So just be aware of that one. Let's just see where the retraces are. I get a couple more bucks, I could be completely out. I'll probably sell half a gap fill, maybe around 55, $56, and then maybe try to get it down to the 52 or so. That'd be a nice trade. Like I said, I'll look for 5-10%. I'm almost there now with 5%. So, or am I right there? I'm pretty close. So, and that's it with that one. Let's see. This could bounce, but if no bounce, it could. Oh yeah, it's another high flyer, Brian. These are all going to be coming in. I'm telling you, when the markets go, all these are going to be in deep shit. Let me tell you. Uh-oh, hold on. I think it's yelling. No, I don't know. It's a photography store or something. We bounce, but thanks, John. Yeah, so just it's up to you. You do have support here. It could bounce intraday, though. More short term. I'd say the next bounce area is going to be around $56 or the 200 MA. But right now it's holding strong. I think there was another gap. Yeah, there's a gap fill. Wow, right here. Watch this one, guy. Right around. Watch this one next week around 55.81. That could be a bounce area, but I'll have my eye on it. So, but it fills the gap, hits this low pivot, and hits the 200 MA. That should get a pretty good bounce. So, hold on to it. Maybe we go to the window, $56. You could probably get another buck out of it, but the markets gap up on Monday and 100, 200 up. This thing can definitely go up. So it's up to you. Yeah, Grandma, I'm busy right now. Are you in the room? Right. All right. So that's that one. Anything else, guys? All right. So yeah, I like that. Like I said, I'm short. So I'm not shying away from any of this crap. This move up does not, it's more disturbing than anything. But as this thing's going up, I'm watching for stocks that are high flying, and I'm shorting more of it. Here comes U.S. Steel too. Here it comes, and then it's options X too. So who knows? Look at that. Look at that intraday chart on U.S. Steel. I was actually out of the money a couple days ago again. I was in the money, out of the money, but our short-term trade we pulled off. I'm still short U.S. Steel from 35.22, and boom, in the money. I'm still thinking we go to 30 bucks, 31 bucks. Gets there, I'm done. On to the next one. Yeah, Jack's just jacking me up right now. Still short, Jack. I'm not touching this one. I don't have a full position. Another one that just, come on. It was a $60 stock, almost goes to 120. Its time will come. You just got to be patient. It's a monthly chart play. It could take 3 to 4 months. That's what a lot of people don't get. It is bullish consolidation over these MAs, but a lot of times at all-time highs, this bullish consolidation will give up, and it will the instead of an up move, you'll have a massive down move. And again, guys, check this out. So I show you this, you go down, now you're going this way here. This is slightly bearish. Overall, it's up and sideways, which is macro bullish, but this little bullshit inside bar, that's slightly bearish to me. To me, at least. I can have a debate with some technicians, but to me, that's bearish. And at all-time highs, a lot of time these patterns fail, and when they do, the move to the downside is bigger. But again, we traded this one before and we got like $9 or $8 out of it. So here we are again. I'm a little bit out of water. Already made money in the sometime, in the year. whatever. But eventually this one will be a $100 stock. This is the daily. I wouldn't doubt it comes back down to these pivots here around 91 or something like that. But again, one step at a time, guys. It's still strong. It's crap in the box, guys. Come on, it's got to go to 1,000. I'm sure they'll upgrade it next week. Well, let's see here. I'm still holding URI short from 107. Cover soon or wait. Let's see here. URI. Wait, this is nice too. I mean, unless we get over this all-time high again, yeah, this isn't bad. I think we can easily go to here, 102.27 and possibly lower. It is setting up in a slightly bearish pattern now. Still bullish. You're still above the MAs, but let's go to the monthly charts. Just another high flyer. Yeah, not a huge high flyer, but yeah, I see what you're saying with this, with the 19. Yeah, this was one we were looking at. It did hit this high pivot yesterday and pulled back. Let's see. Let's see if it can close below 105.89, then I would stick with it. Keep an eye on that. I mean, you can always use the 110 area as a stop out if you really had to, and if it goes back here, you can always short it again. But let's see if we can get another couple bucks out of it. All we need is this market to pull back, a nice $300-400 day or 100 down day on the Dow, and these things are all coming in. So not bad. We did hit the pivot. So as long as we stay below that, we have 15 minutes left. Keep an eye on that. But if you're sure, where are you? From 107. I mean, it's not bad. It depends. If you have a couple hundred shares, you got $600, $700, $800. Take half off. I mean, if you have 1,000 shares short, shit, take a half of it at least. Hell yeah, Dan. Take that money and run, man. And we'll do this one and let it go up to 120, and we'll do it again, and then same trade again. But yeah, if you have a good share size, yes. If you have a couple hundred shares, maybe take half off. I mean, either way, I'd probably take it. It depends. Do you want it more of a swing, or do you just want the money, short-term trade and get the hell out? That's the other thing too, because you got to think it might blow up in your face on Monday. So, but again, if the markets pull back, before I get ahead of myself here, we are going into the the holiday week before Christmas next week. So at this point, the volume might disappear and we might float up. I don't really know. The week after it, going into New Year's Eve, you can get light volume and float too. So you got to play it like that. For me right now, if I'm not in the swing, if it's more of a short-term trade, I'm just taking profits and on to the next one. So, but it's not bad. Taking half then today, yeah, right. 250. All right, that's not a couple $100. Why not? Get the hell out. You can use that other one. Say if Nvidia flies up again or something else flies up again, we'll take that 125 shares, boom, and put it on something else, man. Thank the good Lord, right? Yeah, take 125 off, man. At $250 before Friday, hey, that's $250 you didn't have yesterday, right? That's the way I look at guys. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this pivot. We talked about the 750. I'd love to see it pull back underneath it, but man, you don't want to wake up. If it wakes, all right, we wake up, it goes up $2-3 on Monday, then short it again. Or wait for the 120. We're just banging them out here, guys. If we're upside down on a couple of, if you're upside down on the Nvidia, the Goldman Sachs, and the JPM with me, take it. Say, screw it. I'm done. I'm adding up those winners to counter all these other losers. But eventually, these will all come in. That's the best part of these trades, guys. So Jack, yeah, X is coming in a little bit more. See Twilio, guys? I've been watching this one. Twilio around 23, guys. Look at that. Yeah, it just keeps going. And remember, we talked about Twilio in one of our live sessions when it was up in here. Do we go long Twilio here? I was like, I don't know. Let's see if we can stay above the 20. And look, 20, and now we're below here. Next area, 27.32. And then I honestly think we go to 23. If the market sell, we're going to 23.75. Here we might get a bounce. This might be like the last shakeout back to gap fill, because most people don't follow charts or gaps or anything. But again, if this thing gets going, I mean, this is slightly bearish, guys. This pattern's slightly bearish. There's the two next areas. And honestly, if it cracks this, it can easily go to 20. So just be careful with this one. If you're long, this is ugly, man. This is really ugly. I mean, we look at this shallow retrace, and then boom, it's almost like the SPY going up, shallow retrace, and it goes up. This one, shallow retrace back up, gets more longs on, and then they flush them out again. So everyone who sold here chased it up here, and now they're getting their ass kicked one more time. And if it dumps out to gap fill, they'll all sell right here, and this is going to be your bounce area. That's the part that sucks. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. Got to be slow and steady. Yeah, Google. Shit, we had this one short too. Of course, again, we pulled it way too early. But here we go again, Dun, 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 dun. It's almost like the IBB. It goes right back up, gets all the suckers on. You have a slight topping tail here. Not the best, not the worst. I'd like to see more volume on that candle. But bam, right back down. Here comes gap. Or did we fill the gap today? Almost. But it's going to go right. And then next thing you know, it's going to go right back down. Got more suckers. This is the sucker train right here. Get them all aboard. And then everyone's feeling, oh man, I'm in Google again. This is going to be great. And then they freaking flush them out. Gets to this area down here. All these people who bought up here, they're selling down here. And then they'll chase it back up again and pretty much rinse and repeat over and over. Oh, yeah, but Google, no, Google's fine. If you're short Google, if you shorted it with me the other day and actually held, you're kicking some ass right now. Me, I'm already done with the trade. I am still short in Google, and I will hold that trade because I'm still thinking we're going down to 675 and possibly even maybe into the 600 area when this show gets going here. All right, hold on. UAA. All right, hold on. Something going on with that one or something? Just a slow bleeder, guys. You know, another high flyer. Look, see how it got extended from the 20 MA right there? Look, extension. This is where we'd be shorting it. Everyone would be going, "You're an idiot," and then it pulls right back in. I mean, that was you know, a little while back, but yeah, just a slow bleeder. Let's look at the daily chart. Yeah, just can't get above. Yeah, we looked at this the other day. I remember this gap fill, or the gap window up in here. We did fill the gap right there, and then right back down. Gosh, we did fill a gap right here today, so it could possibly bounce. The big thing, if you're long in this one, you know, getting, you know, kicked a little bit here, here's your line in the sand. It gets below 29, 30 bucks. It's probably going to go lower. This is options X though, guys. They're going to shake and bake these things. You know, everybody bought calls here. So they shook them out for, you know, 6 days to pretty much expire them, you know, right, pretty much in the basement. You know, especially if you did a weekly option, they're killing you. But again, you know what? It's options X. They're going to take you out regardless. And I wouldn't doubt next week we bounce right back up. But again, it's still in a channel. If you want to look at it like this, you're touching those highs. You're touching these low. Oops. I'm just going to go right here, and then you're going down here. But overall, you're in a slightly bearish pattern, down, sideways. So you're setting, I mean, honestly, I think you're setting up for lower prices. Yeah, I mean, even look at this. We talked about this one. If it got above the 200 MA and stayed there on the weekly, and look at that, next week, straight back down. So this inside bar right here, this is a nasty bearish pattern. I wouldn't doubt if this thing, you have a gap right here. I wouldn't chase it. I mean, this is where I would have been shorting it, up here or up here. Actually, this would have been the right when it came in, it retraced back up. This would have been the area to do it. I mean, this was a long time ago. And then look at that fall. And then look, it retraces back up here. Check this out. So it's going to be a blue line or a green line. It'll be the 618 or the 750. There you go, 750. Look at that. Retrace, breakdown bar, get all the suckers back on, slam it in their face. Retrace it again to the 618, get all the suckers back on, slam it. Do it one more time, and then the extra slam. So yeah, I mean, this thing could definitely go here. This thing could be a $20 stock. So just beware. If you are long, tighten up those stops, because this thing, if the markets fall, this thing's going down. Looks like the SPY's catching a little bid. Why not? You probably have at the end of the day, yeah. So UAA, just be careful with this one. You had a nice reversal candle on the weekly as well. That could definitely lead to lower prices too. And now you're below all the MAs here on the weekly. Let's see the daily. Yeah, daily, you're below all of them again, so just be careful. Holy, look at the last 10 minutes for NVIDIA. Someone needs higher prices and not pay a premium. Someone has a call or something in there. Someone roll calls. Why not? You know what, guys? Why not? Look at this crap. You know, but, you know, if you short it up here, it might be a little short covering at the end of the day. I mean, if you shorted this thing at the Pierce of 100, you know, say $100.20 or so, I mean, down in here, you know, you almost had a $2 trade. So you might have some shorts covering too. That's what's going to pop this thing up as well. But yeah, someone probably needs this thing to close above 98. So why not? 3 minutes before, frickin' pop it up and screw everybody. That's what these guys do. Options X, guys, the real Shark Week. Yeah, exactly. There's always time. I mean, look at Tesoro today, guys. I was finally getting in the money on this piece of crap. Look at this rally today. Out of the blue. Out of the blue, we get a $5 rally. Do you think that's options X? It's flipping stupid. why I'm glad I have shares in this thing. But it's like, the hell did this come from? Right back to, right back to reserve. But they pop it up right back to where they need it to be. Probably they needed to be over 132, 131. So they got to make a statement, stop everyone out and just screw everybody. But again, this is a bearish pattern. Again, Tesoro, monthly chart stretched. This one will be coming in eventually. So slow and steady. But yeah, same crap. Same crap, guys, different stock. Look at X. Everyone who had calls, oh man, everything's going good. And they freaking bring it down a buck, pop it up, down all week. Oh gosh, but this is setting up, guys. Look at this bearish pattern here above the MAs here. So I'm thinking that, let me tell you, if this thing comes back, and if it follows the patterns that it's been doing the last for a while, actually. Look at it. You get a parabolic move and then a parabolic, pullback, then a retrace and a pullback, then another pullback, parabolic, pullback, parabolic, pullback, parabolic. Should get a pullback. And then we're back into this upper trend line too, and that's what's holding it down too. CMG, where's that one at? Yeah, Twilio, yeah. Well, they had Billy Ackman. We brought new board members on, some crap like that. I don't know what. Like I said, it's just a news-driven stock. Ackman said something today about bringing new board members on, and everything's going to be great, and we're not going to poison people anymore, and if that stuff's over with, blah, blah, blah. Right now, nothing to do on this one. We were actually looking to short it. Did it ever make? No. We're looking at gap fill up in here if it made it to there. But see how it goes into the 20 and the 50 MA on the daily, and it comes up. And we're looking at this one around 395, but I would have liked 396, 397 because it is moving on news. But right now, that's a bearish pattern. I don't know if it's going to go up any higher, but let's stick this in there. I want to put a smaller retrace in there just to see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, the 618, I would have loved it right up in here. So nothing to do with this one. Don't chase it. There's something with Ackman on there. Let's see here. I followed your technicals and day traded Twilio, made money off your consulting. Need to start giving you a cut. No, you know what? I'm working on a website. I'll probably start doing a subscription. I have been talking with my wife and telling her, hey, if I do this, it's going to take a lot of time. We'll make some money, but like I said before, honestly, the money that I make from the subscription, I'm going to hire a guy internally, a guy that I've been looking at for a little while, that he's knowledgeable, he knows the industry, and then the money I make from subscription, I'll pay him. So it's kind of a wash. But I can't just bring someone on and pay him and do this full time. I'll still make money. Don't get me wrong, but SPY's pulling back a little bit at the end of the day, guys. A little jicky jack. Goldman Sachs closing that deal. I mean, look at Goldman Sachs, guys. They took everyone out. All the puts, they just took them out. Gosh. And then today, Goldman Sachs down $4. The blue. That's interesting. So I wonder where they needed to be, to screw everybody. So, again, though, Goldman, I mean, it is consolidating in a bullish manner above the MAs. This one could, I mean, look at this little bullish consolidation, took off, bullish consolidation, but 250 double top is right here. And a lot of times, right before, because a lot of technicians are looking at 250, and sometimes it just doesn't make it and then pulls back. Like Dow 22,000 or 20,000. Almost made it. It did it when it did Dow 20,000 or 10,000. Almost made it. Yeah, Brian, if you want to send me a check, I'll give you my address, dude. Send cash. I take hundreds and 50s, brother. So, but BABA keeps going down. We talked about BABA. All the longs. I was up around 109. Yeah, we got our butt smoked on this. We're making money now, but it's like, man, you better take some money. Oh, you're near. This thing's going to 120. They just upgraded it to 130 even. I said, all right, just take your profit. You can always buy back lower at 90 bucks. Here we are at 88.61. So a lot of the angry bulls are in this one now, getting their butt kicked. That's why, just like dry ships, guys. Everyone talks crap. If you went from 60 to 110 and you're not taking profits, you deserve this thing to go down in your face. You could have taken huge profits up here and bought this thing back, 20 bucks cheaper, guys. 20 bucks cheaper. Damn. Then now your cost average, if you were in around, say, 70 bucks, you made 40 going up, then you covered half of it or took it all off the table and bought it 20 bucks cheaper. Now your average is around what, 50? You do it again, just like Tesla, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. Sell that money, let it come down and buy more. You have to hold Tesla, do that. But yeah, a lot of stocks, crazy action today. Crazy action, but nothing too exciting. I mean, we're only down kind of a flat day. NASDAQ, we're almost closed here. Let's look at that iRobot real quick here. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. You know, it is coming in a little bit more. 57. What time is it? You know what, guys? I'm covering half of iRobot at 57. Hold on, hold on. I'm taking half off iRobot. I just did. Well, whatever, 30 seconds ago. I didn't have a big position, so nothing crazy. Oh, ding, 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 ding. All right, so let's see here. Took it off at 57. I'm going to go to Twitter now. Yeah, why not? You know what? Covered half IRBT at 57. So now we just have a half position in that one. You know what? $3. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not going to mess around. I'm not going to let it blow up in my face. And that's it. But again, it's not bad if you want to hold it. For me, I'm just done. There's some trades going after hours too, 57.02. So, but if you want to cover that one, cover it. For me, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, I think that's TD or whatever. I have them as a broker too. I don't even know why it's up. To be honest with you, I don't really use them that much. That's one of those where, at the end of the day, if I need to use another account to do something or try to find a short, I have them on the balance. But they usually use the same clearinghouses. You got Apex, you got Core, you got Wedbush, you got I think Senadol is one of them, and there's a couple other clearinghouses. But when you have 5 different brokers and they all have different, some of them have the same clearinghouses. But if I can't find a short, I'm going to look through all my brokers and try to find that short. If not, sometimes I'll make a call, and say, hey, blah, blah, blah. Did it blast over? Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. That's incredible. Look at the volume, too, in the last candle. Wonder who came in and did, 300,000 shares of NVIDIA. I think that was like a guy like me. What, $50 million or $100 million at the last minute? It did pull back, though, at the last. Whoa, it's down $1.31 after hours. Squeeze it, baby. So apparently 100 even number was the number. So if we would have wrote calls, for this week under 100, they would have got you right at the end. So right here, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna get it, and then right up here, you know what? Oh my gosh. And if you don't think there's manipulation in these markets, guys, if you can't see that right there, come on. It's all that's why I'm saying, with light volume markets, this is the shit you get. If we had a 500 down day, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for these guys to pop it up at the end and screw everybody. Man, gosh darn it, there's even screwing me again. Where'd those freaking options go? Yeah, they popped up a little bit, but nothing big. I'm on my other screen here, guys. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, NVIDIA just holds short that. God, what a bunch of crap. Netflix, yeah, Netflix, I'm still short. They're not going to shake my ass out of here. No way. This is their same bullshit they always do. They bring it up, they chop it around, they retrace it back up, get more freaking longs on, then boom, they bring it back down. Now, hold tight with this one. A little bit out of the money right now, but that's okay. We covered it though. When it pulled back, we covered half of it, came back up, we added more. So actually I'm not under the underwater, but in my second half, I'm pretty much at break even right in here. So, but I still pulled half off here. Yeah, Netflix is fine. This is the shakeout, man. Goes up, 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 up. But look, it's retracing up. It's retracing up back into this breakdown area and back into this great resistance. Still couldn't get above this little pivot there, and boom, right back down. So yeah, hold on to Netflix, Raj. You're okay with that one still too. But even look at Priceline, man. What manipulation in that piece of crap. Gosh, man, I almost pulled the trigger on this one again, and I should have. I was trying to wait patiently for the 16, maybe 15.90. Last time I had to add. I wanted to do a little bit bigger position, but God, what a pullback too. Even 100. I should have done 100 shares. I should have started adding. So I would have done 100 here, maybe 200 here, and then maybe 200 there possibly. But or man, on this one maybe 100. I don't want to, that would be over. That'd be too big of a position for me. But just again, slow and steady, guys. Slow and steady. CC. Yeah, CC. That's setting up real nice. Had a nice little, nice little. Of course, like everything else, straight up, pulled back. Nice. Look at that. That's a nice inside bar bearish retrace. Look at this. Boom. Inside bar bearish retraces right back up to this area. I would have loved to have seen gap fill. And then boom, take it to the hole. But this is a nice bearish pattern, guys. If this pattern plays out, you're going to go to 22. Then this area 20.41. And I wouldn't doubt if we could come back down here to 17 bucks. So if you're short, hold on to that bad boy. Yeah, this was, I was going to say, I know we looked at this one. Yeah, this was just tough. There's really no technicals. But yeah, so far so good. Another high flyer though, guys. And right now, then, if you're in this one short, just use this 28 bucks with confirmation as a stop out. As long as it doesn't get above this pivot, you're fine. Hold it. I mean, honestly, you could come back to this pivot here around 1670. So if you're short this one, God bless you. So no, but let's look at the weekly really quick, see if we can see anything on there. Yeah, so they had a nice reversal this week. So I would hold. You start getting to this 22, 23 area. You get definitely back into here 17 bucks, or even this window here at 18.50. Get the hell out if you're short. So gosh, Nvidia, unbelievable. That's crazy. Tesoro pulled back a little bit though on the 10-minute. I'm just looking at charts right now. I've been doing in and out of the office, typing stuff, trading stuff. Or in the morning, I took a couple good trades. That was awesome. Did Adobe, ADBE. Adobe, I mean, you had to short that one. On the daily. On the daily, you can see a little bit better. You had 107.81. You had this pivot, and you had the gap fill just in case if you had to add more. So going into this trade, you knew, okay, you knew it was coming up to double top. You knew it was coming into the 750 retrace. Then ultimately this big breakdown bar, this top of this bar, and then gap fill. So you had about four reasons, and then he had 108, even number, to take this trade. So as this thing was, let's go to the 10-minute. So as this thing gapped up in the morning, it pretty much gapped up right into that area. It's like, all right, I'm going to give it a shot at 108 or gap fill up in here. I think it was 108.20 or whatever. I'll add a little bit more, and then we'll ride it from there. Man, look at that. Boom. Boom shine. Of course, we cover it. We're covering it. Let's see here. We were covering it because it was coming through here. I mean, we even took a long trade on this one. When it came down in here, we took it long. We got maybe 30, 40 cents, I think it was, and then it came right back in, and we just stopped. We stopped out about 5 cents before the actual loss. And thank God I did, because that thing just shook everybody out. But we actually went long, guys. The bookie took a long trade today. It was a short. Like as I was watching the markets, the SPY started going up, and this was going down still. So I was like, oh wow, SPY's starting to go up a little bit. This one, and actually when I sold it, it went up like another 50 cents. or 20 cents. See what they do, the market makers, when I sell this and take my profit, they move this thing up a little more, and they want me to chase it up. So as I'm selling, they make it go up. So on this one here, this is where we took the long right here. So we took the long, I believe it was 104.52. I think it was right around this double bottom as well. We had a quick bounce back up into this area, and then we just took it. And then, they want me to chase it a little more, didn't do it, and then it came right back in. Or did we take it around 104.52? I think it was 104.52 or 54. It went straight up back into this area, and then, it's like, and then it stretched it a little bit more, and then right back down. So, all right, let's look at CAT. God, NVIDIA, unbelievable. I wouldn't rule it out. All right, CAT's coming in pretty good. We initiated a short trade on that one on Twitter. So if you took that, so far so good, guys. Let's see. I'm just going to follow the Twitter trades. I don't want to look through back all my crap. It's easier just to go back here and say, okay, this is when I told all you guys to take CAT short. And this one, again, if we pull back another couple bucks, I'm going to sell half, and I might even sell the whole thing at this point. At this point, I just want to start taking profits, and I want to start getting some of my ammo back. So, the next move I'm thinking is if we pull back real nice, we're going to be looking for longs then. And, long the SPY, long the IWM, we'll do it. It's just, it's just a matter of time, so just be patient with these trades, guys. I know if you're in some, with puts and stuff, a little bit tougher, but, my swing short was on December 7th. So where was that? Almost, actually right here. So we put the swing, we initiated the trade on Twitter when it retraced up to this high pivot. Our entry price is 96.64, and right now it's 92.58. So we're doing pretty good. I'm thinking we can get at least to this $92 area, maybe fill the gap around 91. So I'm waiting a little bit more, maybe a buck or two more, and I would love to see 90 bucks. If it gets to 90, I'll be out. I'll probably sell 3/4 of the position and hold a quarter. But stocks like this, I mean, it's Caterpillar. It's got to go up. I mean, this thing moved from 56 bucks in the beginning of the year almost to 100, almost 100% move in a year. Come on, guys. Stocks just don't do that. I mean, they're doing it now, but that's just unhealthy. So yeah, Cat, hold it. Let's see if we get a couple more bucks. I'll be out around 90 bucks, 91 bucks, but I'll alert you. I've been trying to post stuff on Twitter and Stock Twist to say, hey, I'm out of Cat. I'm out of Cat. If anyone took it, or I'm out of whatever. If anyone took this trade, get the hell out. So, just a little bit at a time, guys, a little bit at a time. Like I said, we covered half of iRobot at 57. So that was a nice little trade. I mean, we did it on the 4th. We did that yesterday. So that we were in it, no, on the 14th. No, 2 days ago. I was going to say yesterday? No, I thought it was 2 days ago. So boom, $3, bam, on to the next one. There's another winner. When you said you went long, Adobe, my eyes opened. Yeah, I bet you did. I did get a couple guys come in and say, what? Well, I mean, it's coming down. I mean, the reason why I did that, I covered my short and I was like, wow, look at this. You know what? This thing could actually bounce. We're coming to the time frame. Like I said, I don't like to take a lot of longs right now because all of a sudden the Dow's down 400 and everything's tanking. But when this thing was coming through, and when it went through the 20 MA, the gap fill, the 50 MA, the 200 MA, and then started coming in, and it was like, whoa, yeah, I did. It was actually 103.54. It's actually on Stock Twitch, and it was like, oh my gosh, it's got it, and then it bounced up, and we took half off, right? I think it was 103.83 or 84, right in there. Then it started pulling back, and I was like, you know what, get me out of this thing. And then, of course, I sold it, and then it went up like another 40 cents. It was like, damn it. Yeah, you guys, you know what? That's fine. I know everyone rips me for going short. Everyone, you're my favorite short trader, StockBookie. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'd rather see stocks go flying up, midday, and then the markets are tanking, and then those are the trades like Google the other day. We sat in it, but as the markets were pulling back at the very end, Google fell and we covered it. Of course, we covered it for a couple bucks, and then the thing went another 10. Story of my life. THO. Yeah, THO is still a thorn in my side, too. That's another one we're upside down in. Or are we? Yeah, I went right back up today. That just chopping around again. But guys, they sell Winnebagos. I mean, this thing should be at least 200. So again, high flyer. This one's going to take a little bit of time. And we just got to sit on our hands, unfortunately. We did not, let's see, the weekly close. I got to go through a lot of these weekly closes. Weekly close, we did close below this, so that's telling that we're in still good shape. Just hold on to it. Let me just see what we got here. Yeah, I'm still short this one. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. We're right up in here. We're right around 10, I don't know, 102, right in that area, short. And the posted, like I said, follow my Twitter stuff, and all the trades are on there. But no, we're fine on this one. This one, I'm thinking we can pull back to 87 bucks. I'm hoping to get about 10 bucks out of this one. At 5 or 6, I'll sell half. Then I'll try to let the rest run. Maybe do a quarter position, because if the markets really start dumping, this thing could easily go to 74. So a lot of these things are stretch plays, guys. Topping tail is nice on there. Is it a daily one? Let's see. On which one? The topping tail is nice on THO. What time frame? Let's see. I don't see it there. I don't see it there. Daily? I don't see one there. There's no topping tail. Oh, let's hold on before I Weekly? No, that's not. If you're calling, that's not a topping tail. I mean, it's slightly. I'd like to see the body really small. That's what I would like to see. But no, that one isn't daily. Monthly's not done yet. So let's see here. The top of tail is nice. Yeah, I mean, let's see on the monthly. On the monthly, I would love to see just a little green face down in here, and then that would be a great. If that's a monthly topping tail, if it does come back in, if this thing retraces, then you got to short it. Light is 98%. I keep waiting for the big drop, but it keeps pulling. But it keeps pulling back. Light, L-I-T-E. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is too new of an issue for me. There's really no technicals on here. But let's just see. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's just chopping around. I mean, this would have been the spot to short it right here, right when it came back to gap fill and hit gap fill. Look at that. Gap fill, lights out. I keep waiting up. Big drop. Yeah, I would hold on to it. This thing's setting up on the daily for another drop. The big area on this one would be these pivots right here. You could crack through this. If you can crack through those pivots next week, if the markets start going, of course you're going to come into, you're going to have support here, you're going to have support here, you'll have support here, you'll have support here. That's just natural pivot support. You'll have some resistance up here, resistance at this high, you'll have a little bit here. But ultimately, let's stick a retrace head back in this one here. Boom. We got to the 5-0 retrace. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Right now, we're below the MAs, coming back in. A little bit bearish. Let's see if we can consolidate longer. If this thing starts to go back, it's below the line. Phil, there's a gap right here also at 37 bucks. Yeah, hold on to this one. You can definitely come back in here. Ultimately, if the markets start going, this is going to go to the 200 moving average right around wherever it is. I'd say 33 bucks to 31.50, right in that area. So that's one. Oh, the one you had up looked like the one to me. No. Oh. Well, O was a high flyer too. But yeah, hold on to this one. This one's good. I mean, it's not bad. Not the worst, not the best pattern, but another one that was flying a little bit here. This move up here. But look at this. He had a great move, comes back, retraces, get everyone on board up here. Oh, here it goes again. I'm sure CNBC upgraded, talking heads, then boom, right back down. If it starts getting past these, you'd probably expect it to be 33 bucks and then come about 30 bucks. You do have a gap down here in this little pivot here too. So be aware of that. All we need, guys, is about a week or two of markets pulling back nicely, and all these will come in. GoPro long, no GoPro long. Well, we'll look at it though. F5, yeah, F5, that's another one. Just jicky jacking around, up, down, up, down, up, down. But we went right into the double top. We talked about these areas as this thing was going up. There's one more. Yep, double top. That's where we're at now. But it's holding. But again, look at these moves. Go straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Here we go. Straight up. What's the next move, do you think? Just got to be patient with these. If you're in puts, that's a tough one. It could stick around here for a little while and then kind of putts out. But right now, not bad. This would have been the area to put puts on today, and it came back real nice. But I'm short this one. I'm out of money. Or not out of the money, but we're underwater a little bit on the position. I'm holding tight. This one just went up way too far, way too fast. Now, this is another one. It's F5, and we're right back in the, we started having resistance here, resistance there, and then double top resistance, and that's where we're at. And then you got a big move like this, extended move. There's not much left in this one. I mean, we could. If the markets continue up, yeah. If the markets start chopping around and moving down, then these things will start coming in. So just beware of that. We could put a fib down here just to see. You're looking at 132, 124, and then maybe 117. If it really starts to rumble, I think we could get back to 110, $100 area. But again, you know what? One day at a time, guys. I'm not gonna get all crazy on you. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so that's F5. Yeah, I'm short this one. If you're not short, you can short up here at double top. That's gray area. You use the 150 area for a stop out if it gets up. But don't load the boat again. 10% positions at the most. I'd start doing, maybe a third of a position, stuff like that. If you're doing 1,000 shares short, Here, I would probably do more or less 500 here. And if it moved up, I'd do 250. If it went to the 150, 151, I'd go another 250, get to 1,000. If we go to 155, 160, I'd probably be out. Stick it to a 10% position. But if you have 500 shares, it pulls back 3, 4, $5, I'd just pull it off and say thank you. What do you consider the most important support resistance at the 60-minute and the daily, 20, 50, or 200 MAs or fibs? Your most important areas on your Fibonacci's are 618s and 750s. And then, I mean, they're all important, but these are, the green and the blue where they usually go to. That's where they usually test. A lot of overshooting going on in these markets, but they're all pretty much important. The biggest part of the Fibonacci and the 20 MA, it's just lining everything up, guys. And that's something, if you guys subscribe to my subscription-based service, that's what you'll have to pay to get. So, something like that. Now, but yeah, you just got to line reasons up. Like when this thing was coming up here, everything's blasting off, everything's overshooting. So, you got Goldman Sachs overshooting by $40, huge resistance. You got the SPY overshooting, huge resistance. Everything just keeps going. That's the way these markets are right now. But when you line up stuff and you get, you put the MAs in order, I'm just trying to figure out what, oh man. Just trying to think of a good trade that I've done recently, but well, let's just go to Apple. Let's see if Apple has anything. But let's go intraday. I don't know. Yeah, this thing doesn't really have too much. Yeah, let's look at Tesoro. I mean, not that it's the best one to look at, but it moved the most today, and let's see if I can find a reason. Why this thing was pulling back. All right, so see where this thing goes. All right, so first level of resistance is going to be right here around this pivot. That for sure. It's going to overshoot. Might overshoot to this pivot, which it looks like it did. But then you're looking at even numbers because that's natural resistance as well. But so let's see these two areas, the 130 to 130 and 10 cents. Let's go to the 60-minute real quick here. Let's see if there's any resistance on the 60-minute. That's why it's so important, when I'm trading. Here's what I have on here, guys. So as I'm looking at this thing going, all right, let's see on the 10-minute chart, I have resistance here. I mean, I don't know why my resistance doesn't show there. I actually like that. I'd rather have resistance on here and have different ones on these. But then ultimately, if you were to take this trade, you got the resistance, you would add a nice little pullback right here because he had resistance around the 130. So this thing gets to 130.50. It pulls back almost $1 to 129.50. And look, it continues going. Next area of resistance, if we go back to the daily over here, I think that was the daily I had on there. Was it? No. What was I looking at here? 130. Maybe I was looking at the 60 over here. Going way too fast now, guys. Okay, yeah. So we had the 60-minute. We had the pivot top resistance over here as well. Wait, 132. So we're up in here. Okay, so the pivot top was right. All right, hold on. Hello. All right, so you had, yeah, I'm just looking at this chart right now. So 131. Hello. Okay, so this was the next area right here. Around 131.97, that was the next area. Right here was a gap fill around 131.45. So you knew you're going to start getting a little bit of resistance there. All right, let's open this one up. That's why it's like, all right, time out here. Let's go back to the 10. Let's open this up a little bit more. So right here you got resistance. Okay, so that's where you're going to think about maybe, you got the even number of 132. So you're going to probably get a pullback there with this pivot top here, but you have a great chance of it coming here and filling the gap. So you got to know you got to add more. So then you get to the double top here. Look at this, double top. Okay, and then you have this, go back to the 60-minute. And also on the 60-minute chart, look what you have. God, this would have been great. I didn't see what's happening. I missed the trade 10 minutes later, blah, blah, blah. But now you have the 60-minute 200 MA, which is the big one. The big one is the 200 MA. But the longer these lines don't get hit, the moving averages, the better chance this thing's going to pull back. So that's what you got to look at too. The Trump move. Yeah, thanks for clarifying study. Yeah, and that's where it goes. Keep an eye on financials. All right, hold on here. Go for long. All right, yeah, I'll get some. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for reasons to take these things. So you got double top, you have the 200 moving average, you have the pierce of the 133 number. Look at this pullback you got. You know, you got a little bit of a topping tail here. This is the 10-minute. Look at that. If you would have picked this one off at double top, this would have been your last area, 133.47, 133.50. Even number, even quarter number, 50. Boom, hits that, and look at what it pulled back. It pulled back almost $2. I mean, that's a great trade right there. Damn. See, that's why I need to get paid subscription too. Because I'm not going to be watching half this shit. I'll be missing trades. I need to make money, guys. But if you guys can pay me, hey, sweet deal. No. Well, if you follow my videos and stuff, I have a sarcastic sense of humor. But no, like I said, hey, I would love to do this stuff and get paid for it and make people money and but I won't be getting all the trades I normally do. Guys, I have 8 screens on, or I have 6 screens. They have eight tickers on each one, and I'm looking for resistance. I'm trying to bang out trades left and right. And well, with you guys, if I ever do a live chat room too, that's part of the service. Then oh my gosh. Then once I teach you guys how, I'll do more educational stuff, teach you guys what to look for, and oh my gosh, would we be making a lot of money? Then it's just like then I might hire someone here to say, keep track of the chat stuff, because you guys be like, John, look at this one. John, look at that one. John, look at this one. I'll be like, all right, short X. All right, short win. All right, go long Twilio. All right, go long Baidu. All right, cover Baidu. So we'll like I said, this stuff, when I get done doing these live sessions, guys, I'm just beat up. All right, ALGN. We are short that one as well. We did add more when it pierced the 100 even number. This is another one that I liked. We did trade this one. This will be the second time we're doing this one this year, so I'm going to stick with it. It's still a little bit of a high flyer. We did crack this though on the monthly. I got to see where this is closed. This is going to be more of a long-term, not a long-term trade, but one we're going to have to marry for a little bit. But I think this one's getting a little overdone, and I like that it pierced the 100 even number as well, that this could be getting close to the end of the road. But yeah, this one's still going up. If you want to short this one, go for it. We did add more today, so we're going slow and steady. We did short this one before. I don't know exactly where it was. It was one of these where it shot up, pulled back, shot up. And, we were married to this one for a couple of months, but when we were down here, we covered it. I think we got about $10 out of it, or $8. So, but again, here we go again, right at the top. Just have to just let it play out. If you're not short, you could short this one if that's what you're asking on that one. And if you're long, start to cover that one, or start to take some off the table. We are slightly bullish in this pattern here, so it could possibly go up a little higher, but tighten the stop out. All we need is a little downside in these markets, guys, and these will start coming in. So ALGN, not bad, great move, but it's time for this one to pull back a little bit. CMG long or short? No, nothing to do with CMG right now. It's got news. Ackman's coming out saying they're changing board members and all this crap. It is in some big resistance right here. But God, we were going to short this thing today, intraday, never made it to gap fill. For a short for me, you got this big trend line up here. This is what I would wait for. I mean, let Ackman talk all his crap, give it lip service, let it go up higher. If it goes up into this area, anywhere into this area, you got double top, I'll probably take a little stab at it. But right now, nothing to do. It's just retracing 618. It could definitely pull back, but the markets stay where they're at in the next 2 weeks with the New Year's Eve and the holidays coming up. It could just sit here. So nothing to do. It's in a 50-50 shot. It could go either way at this time. Intraday stuff, though, I could do some intraday stuff. But no, right now it's 50-50. Keep an eye on financials. Do you look at key yet? No, I did not look at key. I know who you're talking about, but let's take a look. Yeah, just everything's fucking stretched. This is so stupid. These things are, stocks are running 100% in 2 months, and people are like, well, you got to buy it up here. Here's your area. If you're long this one, watch about $20. Let's see if there's a pivot or something. There's a pivot right here. Look at that right there. Gosh, this shit, I can't make this stuff up, guys. Look at that. That's where it stopped today. All right, so that's the monthly, though. That's the monthly 200. That 200 moving average is going to be huge on the monthly. There's that same trend line, so that's where it's kind of stopping. Let's go back on the weekly. So apparently right there, there's something big. But actually, it was just a high pivot. Yeah, look at that. Jeez. So that was that high pivot right there. Let's stick a retrace from this high. It's got to be, let's see, well, maybe the 618. 618. Oh, come on now. Okay, hold on. Ay, ay, ay. All right, yep, 618 goes to that high pivot, maybe 20. If you're long this one, start taking some off the table. If you want to short, oh man, if you could wait for 20 bucks, a little bit more, maybe you could maybe start to nibble, but don't go, if you're going to do 1,000 shares, maybe 250 right here. If it goes up to, 1950, maybe another 250. If it gets to 2021, another 250, and then 22, 23, another 250, and then see if this thing can pull back. But I think it's going to be the end of the road for a lot of these guys. I mean, look at this move. We went from 10 to almost 100% since July. Ay, ay, ay. This shit's going to end bad, guys. Yeah, so I wouldn't anything. I'm short JPM. I'm short Goldman Sachs. I posted some, I don't think I posted anything on BAC, but you could short BAC, see, short all the financials, just start to nibble. You got it. This thing pulls back 20, 30%, you get out. I mean, it's got, if it pulls back, you'll probably get a pullback to 1567, or maybe this Fibonacci down here, 15 bucks. But yeah, you can't chase that up. You can't buy that. You got to think about where's the next area to short. This is a good pivot right here, 1842. So let's see if it gets above that by any chance, and it's probably going to 20. But the markets need to move up too on this one as well. So, what happened in NVIDIA the last 10 minutes? Yeah, it's called the short squeeze. It's called the short squeeze or manipulations on options X. Someone needed that thing over 100 bucks, so they didn't want to have to pay options out. That's pretty much what's going on. Someone had too many zeros on their buy. Yeah, right. No, that's typical. You got to think. We went over this earlier. This is my thoughts on options X, of course. Someone might have wrote some calls and got screwed on that one. But the big thing is, we finally got through that even number of 100. And I wanted to pull the 10-minute up, okay? So this thing goes up. We go almost into the $100. We went to the 100. So you got to look at markets as quarters too. 25, 50, 75, 100, okay? A lot of things like to go to quarter numbers or even the big 100 even round number. Excuse me, which it almost did yesterday. Pierced through it today. But you got to think, a lot of people, when this thing pierced 100, 125 quarter number, 150 quarter number, they're starting to go short right here, okay? This thing goes short. They get $1, $2, almost 250 or whatever it is. Right here, you know what? They're just taking their money. Screw it. So it could have been a short squeeze involved here or just shorts covering saying, hey, I shorted this thing at 150. It's back down to 98, whatever it is, 97, 98. I'm covering it. Screw it. I'm not going to hold on to this thing. If it goes back up to 101, 102, I'll short it again. So you got a little bit of short covering on here, but you have some probably manipulation because honestly, what'd you have at the end of the day? Was it 2 million? 3 million shares on that bar? So, if I do NVIDIA, I might buy a couple thousand, but 3 million on the day, something's going on up here. But you do have shorts covering, and then someone helped the squeeze to get it back above that 200 or $100 area. That's pretty much about it. Thanks for clarifying. Study. Yeah, that just posts when I do stuff on my videos and stuff, I do post study on there, and that takes it to just more viewers and stuff like that. NVIDIA, the Trump move, yeah. NVIDIA, someone added too many zeros. Oh gosh, that's crazy stuff like that. Just think the guy is like, he wrote a call. It's got to close under 100. He's sitting there going, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then 2 seconds later, it's popped up and they screw you. The NVIDIA close, yeah, 104. What's the next resistance level? Nothing yet. I'm $100 right here. Nothing big. Our options, they didn't blow up too bad. They did at the very end, but I'm okay with that. No big deal. The Trump move. Paid SUB, sign me up. SUB pays. I'll talk to you, Matt. I think your name's Matt, right, buddy? Yeah, we'll see. We'll team bookie. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, guys. I mean, I try. Like I said, I'm not always right, but if I'm wrong, I like to be wrong small. That's why you do the right size positions, all that good stuff, and then everything should be okay. AA. I never posted trades on this one, but when that thing did a triple split or whatever the hell it did, I told everybody short that thing. So far, so good. Again, if this thing pops right up, I think where did I think it was right? Was it right here? No, that was I think a real move, and then they did a triple. I don't know what the hell they did, and it popped back up to 31. I was like, when it hit 31, 32, I was like, short it. Um, I don't play this one, but honestly, this could be the end of the road for this, where it's going to go straight back down to probably 13 bucks. So if you're long this one, I'd probably take it off. If you're short, I mean, you can go short, go long term on AA. I think it's going down from here, but at this point, you know what? We had this. We had a nice little retrace. This would have been the place to short it at 32 bucks double time. And that's what they're doing, guys. They jack it up, they retrace it, comes right back to double top. That's where you take the trade. And this one, honestly, being at 32, you'd probably be half off right here. And then you probably get a little bit more. So right now to short it, maybe you're kind of chasing it. Let's see if we can get one more push up into 32 and then short that area there. That's what I would do. Yeah, this was the area to short right here, 32 bucks, right when it retraced back to the highs here. But again, you know, it could move right back up. So don't short it here. You already pulled back enough because you're coming into some resistance here or support where it could definitely bounce from here and go right back up. If it goes back to 32, 33, that's where you want to short it. Tesla won the short. TSLA. Nothing yet. It actually up another 5. Do you think this one's manipulated, guys? You know, hello. So unless Elon tweeted or something, but honestly, you have a nice little W pattern here. W patterns sometimes tend to go up. If you want to short this one, maybe around 214, 215, 216 area. We'll have to take a look at it if it does keep moving up. But this is the area right here around the 200 MA. Let's go back to the weekly. Did we close above the 200? Yeah, so we closed. Well, we're right back into the 20 MA here, though, and this breakdown bar. So this is going to be crossroads for this one. If it does continue up, then you're looking at the 215, 216 area, maybe 220. I would love it to get back up into here, maybe on another earnings again. But this is another one that just keeps on giving, guys. That's why I'm telling everyone goes long. They all go long here, then they hold, they hold, they hold, they hold, they hold. Imagine this. So you're long down in here, sell it there, comes back down, buy it at support, goes back up, sell it, comes back down in the support gap window, goes back up, sell it again, comes back down. This was a little too early. You probably wouldn't have caught that. It went up. This move here hits the 200 MA, lower trend line, buy it again, sell it again, buy it again, sell it again. And then right now, I wouldn't be buying this one, but if it does go up, I'm looking to short this one again. I would love to see up in here on some bullshit news too. But again, you know what? This is what you got to do. Imagine the guy, though, if you bought here, sold, bought there, sold, bought down here, sold. Your cost average would be like $3 right now. So then you could just hold on to Tesla the rest of your life, and then maybe it would get up past this 260, 300 area, something like that. So, but no, nothing to do right here, Norm. Just let it go, man. If it goes up, then we'll look at it. If it goes down, it's going out. It's going down without us. But we will look for bounce areas. I do like the 140, 150 area for a possible bounce. But if the markets are cratering it, this one will go lower as well as everything else. So you got to be careful with that. When should you add more calls to NVIDIA since across? No, nothing. We got all the way to March, Suzanne. Don't worry about those. Let those go. When we get the pullback, we'll be pulling those off. So don't worry about that one. Don't get all stressed out on me. We just got in the trade. Yeah, it went to 100, but let me tell you, it went from 20 to 100 in 7-8 months. The time will come. And as long as it sits around this level, that's fine. Those calls will just go. The premium will get sucked out. And like I said, we get $5, $6, $7 on those premiums. We'll be at least half out, and then maybe even the whole. I might even just take the money and run. All right, so let's see. Looking to short. Haha, thanks, man. Appreciate your videos and analysis. Yeah, no problem, James. Now, James, are you in the Twitter? I think I might have seen you too in here. If you guys are waiting to get into my Twitter thing, oh no, you're in there. Okay, I let you in there, I think. Yeah, if you're looking to get into my Twitter, just let me know your name. Let me know you follow me and all that good stuff, and I'll put you in there. Is that you in there, James Williams? I think you're a pending follower. I think that might be you. Apple topped yet? No, not yet. That one, BS News, love it. Yeah, that's all it is. Is it more BS All right, James. Okay, so let me put you in the Twitter. James J. Williams, is that you, bud? Just say yes again. Yeah, because I think there was another James Williams that I just put in there, but yeah. So Tesla, yeah, nothing to do there. Apple topped yet? Maybe. You know, there was a little bit bullish pattern here. I'll let you in, James. Let me know if that's you. There was another guy too. A couple guys just came on board. Okay, there you go. You're in now. Cool. All right, let's see here. Apple top out yet? No, you know. I 118.74, but we're still around Christmas. Apple, you know, iPhone, all the news. It's Christmas, but you have these pivots here that I hit the other day. So this is the weekly. Let's go to the daily. See 118. I mean, honestly, we could fill this gap right here around 118.30, and then then you have 118.74 double top. So you know, this one kind of just grinding along with the rest of the market. So you know, another one that this one should be leading. This is Apple. This is the leader. But we did fill this gap too right here yesterday. So, you know, it's getting we'll see. I mean, went from 108 to 115, $10 move. I don't know. Let's get some news coming out. But ultimately, I'd be looking at 118.74, maybe 120. If they get some news and we get a good pop up, I'd probably add some shorts on this one. We are short this one. We're a little bit upside down. Honestly, we should have covered some down here. We didn't. I'm holding this one. These are going to be a little more long term for me, you know, a couple months. But as soon as I get into money on these, I'll be taking some off the table. Common name, yeah, right. You got it. BS News, love it. Yeah, I mean, there's Tesla's flying today. You got Chipotle up $10. You got McDonald's going. Let's look at McDonald's real quick. I shorted this one a bunch of times too. Shorted, covered, shorted, covered. Ooh, look at this one. Got to keep an eye on these. We got out of this one. Oh, look at that. All right, keep an eye on McDonald's, guys. This one again, though, weekly basis, starting to go almost to the 750. What did I tell you? 750 retrace, almost. 618's a good one. Double top, went through double top. Got to think this is a dividend play. It's McDonald's. You got to get into McDonald's. 110 it got to though. But they're getting the bulls on again. Get those bulls on. Gosh, a little more, I think. If we could get into this pivot 128 or so, let's see what happens with this trend line. I wouldn't doubt it just turns around next week and goes straight back down. So keep an eye on McDonald's. I'll watch some intraday action, maybe do a short-term trade on this. I'd like to see a little bit more, though. Let me just do one other thing on McDonald's. Not that anyone asked. I'm just looking through this stuff. So we are in the 618 on the bigger Fibonacci. So you got to look at that. So maybe, yeah, let's see if we can get to this 128, maybe 130. Let's see if they can have one more hoo-ha. Back up, get all the longs back on before they shake them. Just think, they got them all on, shook them out. Got them all on, shook them out. Getting them all on again, they're gonna shake them out again. Awesome. So like it's a rinse and repeat, guys, over and over and over. Tesla, we just looked at that one, Jerry. Nothing to do on that. Let's see if we could go a little bit higher on Tesla. If it goes into the, you know, up into here to, where was it? 210, 215, maybe. We'll have to relook. Let's see. Right now we're into this big breakdown bar, so that's the first step to get above. We did hit the 20 MA on the weekly, so let's see if we can continue up on maybe some more news. Gosh, I would love 236 and possibly 260 up in this area, but one day at a time with Tesla. Nothing to do with Tesla. It could go up or it could go down at this point. UTX, what is that one? UTX. Yeah, double top right here. Look at that double top. Reversed it today. It was up 39 cents though, but yeah, that's holding strong so far. You had this, you know, you had this breakdown bar too. That's where it kind of hit as well. So you had this, you had double top. It's trying to fight through it. You have pretty good bullish consolidation here on the weekly, but now you have a little bit of a topping tail. Not the best. I'd like to see a topping tail at the top, but it's still a little bit of a tail, a nice reversal, and it closed a little bit of red bar on the weekly. So that's a little bit weak, but we are at the pivot high here. And also, I guess, if you really, I don't like upsloping trend lines. Let me see something else here. Let me just take this one. I guess, you know, if you want it, you know, let's see if we could get through that. Not that that's a big trend line or anything, but you do have a gap fill here. You have a gap fill there. You have a little bit of a pivot there. And of course, you have the high there. Not terrible. It is chopping around slightly bullish manner. Let's go to the daily just to see what it did there. Yeah, look at that double top. Comes in, they try to stretch it, and then boom. Yeah, this thing, let's see if it's how it sets up. If this thing sets up and goes back into the 110, we'll probably short it. But yeah, good. I like this one. Let's see if we can get a retrace back up, though. It's not really extended. We do have some support under here, so we're probably not going to get a big move down. Let's see if we could get up into the 120 area. Let's see if we could go up a little bit more. I'd like to see 119, 120, and then maybe a little too early, but on the shorter time frame, we can look at the daily. This thing sets up sideways, sideways, sideways in a bearish manner, then we can probably look at some lower prices. But right now, hit double top, already pulled back, so really waiting on pattern on that one. ALK, we are in a short-term trade on this one. We are a little bit underwater, but I did add a swing trade today when this thing gapped, when it was moving up into the 91 area, 92 area. So on Twitter, we did add another trade on there today for ALK, slow and steady, guys. Nothing big. It was at $90.93. I'm starting to add, and so far in the money. If this thing pulls back to 84, 85, I'll be out. I would have loved to add more, but you know, we did enough. So if it pulls back, you know, $6, $7, we'll make a good chunk of change and we'll be out. But right now, I do like that little bit of a pullback. Again, we did close above the 87.08 area, but on the weekly basis, that's what I want to see. I want to see it close above this, you know, run maybe 92, 93 area next week. If not, I think we'll come right back in and start selling. But again, stretched move, 54 to almost 92, needs a pullback just like everything else. UAL, you're back in that UAL, Suzanne? Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, there you go, double top. You can short this one. If you're not short UAL, short this one too. I could put a trade out there on this one too. Yeah, I'll put a trade out on Monday. I do like that. You know, just too far too fast. 37 to 76. Come on. Since July. It's almost time, guys. Almost time for this one to go back. I just want to look at, is that all-time highs too? Oh yeah, because this is when the company, the new shares or bankruptcy, whatever crap they had there. Yeah, so oh yeah, you can definitely short. If you want to short UAL, we're in a short position of LUV as well. UAL is good. A lot of these are good. You know, just let these things pull back. $74, $75 if you happen to get it at double top here. You know, you're probably looking for, you're not looking for much, you know, if it pulls back, you know, and you really don't have to. Let me just put a big retrace in here just to see. I mean, 66, $67 right in here. You could probably pull back $6, $7, and then ultimately, if it really starts to rumble, you could probably get it to $62, 382. If it really starts going, man, you can come right back here and fill this gap around 57. But one step at a time. We do have a nice little doji on there on the weekly, so that's telling me you possibly could get a reversal pattern. And see how this goes. Goes up, retraces, gets more suckers on board, back to all-time high, comes right back in. And honestly, that's not a bad little topping tail too. I'd like to see a little bit under, but right now we closed. Where did we close? Last price 74. Yeah, we are below the all-time high, so I like that too. So yeah, if you're short on this one, rock and roll, baby, rock and roll. Let's see here. RGLS. Yeah, I don't play these. These are just bottom feeders. Let's just, I can look at it though. You know, well, if you had to do it, you know, it's not bad. You know, ultimately you got to get over this, the moving averages, and then maybe it shoots up to here. But if you got to take it, you know, if you can lose $5,000, then go $5,000 worth. If you can't lose $1,000, then go $500 worth. Whatever you're willing to lose, because you can wake up with this thing and goes to zero. That's what you kind of put on, and I'd probably go half of that. But honestly, it's not bad. There's really no patterns other than below this, but I do like the fact that we've been just kind of doing nothing for the last, you know, since July. Could pop up. I don't know what the news is. I don't know what this company does, but as a bottom feeder play, you know, if you really wanted to give this one a shot, if you close below the all-time low, you know, the $2, say $2 gets below that, you got to exit. But again, play it like an option, couple grand, and if it pops up, you know, if you get $3,000 doubles, get the hell out. You know, so these aren't for me. You know, these are more just news-driven stuff. But again, if you know more about the company, if you think it's going to pop or something's up, this isn't a bad area. Let's put it that way. No, okay, thanks. It went too far. Yep. Yeah, I remember the UAL. Yeah, but no, UAL is good to short. X short now, not bad. You know, these were the areas up here. I'm actually in the money finally on this short, so I'm in at 35.22. If you want to give it a stab, why not? I went in a little early. This is a great bearish pattern that's setting up. It is slightly bullish still. You're above the MAs, but this little inside bar setting up for possible lower prices. You get a little retrace on Monday, Tuesday, back up into the 37, 38 area. That's even better. But if you want to take a stab at it, just don't go crazy on the share size. Just expect, we're probably, if it does pull back, we'll probably go to $30, maybe 31, and if it really starts coming in, we might go to 25. We might get 10 out of this one, but for me, if we go down $5 from here, I'll be out. I'll be done, or I'll be half off, maybe 3/4 out, maybe hold a quarter, maybe for the $25 area. We did talk about this one earlier. It relatively goes up and then always pulls back, goes up, pulls back, and when it has an extension move like this, you always get a pullback. It's just taking a little bit of time on this one too. Oh, pharma, all news driven, yeah. So you got to be careful, but great area to buy, but expect it, play it like an option. If it goes below 2, then you might have to get out, but right now the really technicals aren't really telling me anything other than that $2.12, all-time low. That's it. There's really no other technicals down there, so it's hard to read basically. So, but let's go into the IBB. Same thing. IBB, we shorted up in here. Came back. We're holding a little bit now still, and we're gonna see if we get a little bit more. Why not? This thing right now is setting up bearish pattern. We're still below the MAs. This one's telling me lower prices. The monthly chart on this is the one that's really telling the big picture. Inside bar, monthly bearish pattern. This pattern plays out, guys. We're going to be going easily 200. I wouldn't doubt if we go into the 163 area. That's if this one plays out. Still a monthly chart setup. So you got to be real careful with this one. All right, guys, anything else here you want me to look at? I could go a couple more minutes here. Let's see, Alibaba. I think we did talk about Baba. This one, great pullback though, gosh. But we're starting to get in some areas where this thing could possibly bounce. I still think we can go to $85, then ultimately 82, 33 or so. I was getting hammered by everybody as this thing was going up, but as it was going up, we added a little bit too early. We got out of the money, but boom, right back in, and here we are again. Charter. Yeah, Charter. This thing just keeps going and going and going. We're short Charter right here, so if you want to short it, get in it. I've been day trading this thing to get my average up. So as you guys notice, today did we do this one today? I'm pretty sure we did. I don't even know. We had a couple great trades today. I think Charter was the other one. I did a couple more too. I didn't post them. Sometimes it's just a pain in the ass guy to keep posting stuff. So I just do trades. That's why if I had a live session, I could just tell, hey, take this one, take that one. I don't have to be typing crap. But then Adobe was a great trade. That was a great one too. What else was there? I think, yeah, we did. I thought we did Charter, or Charter was that the other day. Maybe that was the other day. No, I swear that was this morning. But anyways, hold on. I gotta look. Hold on here. I got all my, I shut off all my brokers and everything's off right now. I just have my charts right now, so I don't even know. Yeah, I did Charter. There was 2 more I did today. What the hell other ones? Anyways, I'm just talking to myself, guys. It's been a long, long week. All right, so Charter. Yeah, Charter, this is fine. We're right back in the double top. And I got to keep my level 2s open and all the crap and all my positions. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm in. I'm in so many positions right now, guys. And then they're spread across 4 different brokers right now. So most of them I have just shut down right now, and I just open my charts looking through. But what the stuff that I trade on during intraday, I'll have that stuff open. The swing trades, I'll have one open, depending on my accounts and which one has more money in it or not. Like I said, I use 5 different brokers. Each one has a certain amount of money in it. And, for my scalping account, I'll use 2 different brokers, in and out with that one. But I like to keep everything separate, guys. It's easier that way. It doesn't take up margin at all. So when I'm going into these charter trades or any of these, scalping things, I don't want any of my margin taken. I will use margin on a scalp trade, but that's usually an in and out. If I know I'm going to possibly be holding it, then I'll go lighter position. But on something like this one today, as we go into the tops and then it starts pulling back, I'm adding shorts up here, guys. I'm not messing around. At even numbers, it pops up one more. Look at that pullback. Then they retrace it, of course, and then boom, they drop the rest of the day. We were already out of this trade, but these are the trades that we're doing. BA, BA, as I'm blabbing away here. Yeah, BA, same thing. They're just bringing this one up and down, up and down. We did add more shorts on BA right in here. So, we added more on this one. We talked about this one in our live sessions. And we were always saying, let's see if we get the 150 or so. Got the 150. We had a nice shallow pullback and then boom, right back up. But I knew that, 158.52, and I believe that was double top. I knew that was coming, 158.44 or what have you, and boom, that's why we shorted this thing today. I mean, it went right to it, right up into that area, and you got to short this thing. This is a great retrace. So this could be the end of the road here. If you're not short BA, you could definitely short up in here. Like I said, we added more. If you go to the Twitter account, we added more up in this area when we're at double top. And we've scalped it a couple times for a couple bucks too. So we're gaining on those positions. So even if we were upside down on any of these positions, say this one, we get, I think we got $2 off of it today and then $3 the other day. So we got $5 off of it. So, if you're playing swing trade on this one and you're scalping it for a couple bucks, you're adding more to this trade. And then when this trade comes in, boom, we're going to get paid on that one too. So BA, BBY, yeah, BBY, a little bit upside down on that one. But again, we came into, I think that was double top, and everything's just overshooting, this overshooting crap. Seen this crap before where everything just overshoots. This was a great pivot though. We had another great area of pivots, and that's where pretty much it went to today, BBY. This could be the end. And then the 750 retrace overshoots to this little pivot. Yeah, if you're short this one, hang on. This is another one, $25 to 50. I mean, really? Almost 100% move in, a year. Hello. This one's going to be pulling back just like this. Look at that. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So yeah, you can short this one too if you want to. LML, MLM. Were you in there for a while and you actually got out of that one? MLM. That one's a little bitch, isn't it? Yeah, I'm short this one, and this one just won't give it up. But daily chart still looks pretty good. I still like this pattern here, inside bar, and they retraced it right back up. This is where all the suckers get back on. The shorts cover, the puts, you guys bought puts. I told you guys for months, don't buy puts in these markets. These are brutal markets. Comes in, this is a nice bearish pattern for the fourth time. See if this comes in. This is a big line in the sand here, this trend line, the 219, that cracks. We're going to go lower. So I am short this one. Finally starting to look a little bit better on the trade. So, one step at a time. I still like this. I still like the chart because of the monthly. It's more of a little bit of a hold. This is a stretch job here. And on the monthly, if this thing holds up here, it's going to be a nice topping tail. I'd love to see it close below that line. Closes below that line, and definitely it's going to be on. I mean, we can realistically get to 175 on this one, 180. So just hold tight if you're short with me with shares. Let's see, for day trading, what minutes do you use? I use the 10-minute and the 60-minute. That's it. I use the 20, the 50, and the 200 MA. I use fibs. I use gap fills. I use double tops. I'll use the MACD depending on circumstances. FL, we're short FL, Ken, but I could look at it. Yeah, and that's what we use. Like I said, if we or hold on, if I take this out, this is what I'm looking at most of the day. So I got my 10, so I got all this, all my charts. So then when I'm looking for areas, I'll look back. Like this one here. I mean, look what it did. It came in a double bottom pretty much. Was it an even number too? Yeah, 220.09. Didn't make, I would have been waiting for it. I would have missed it anyways. But look at that. 220 was a good area. Missed it by 9 cents. Options X. So you got to remember, it always misses it by 9 cents, a little bit, because all the technical guys are waiting for 219.96, a little lower. So instead of bringing it through there, they right before it, they jack it up and try to get people to chase. So got to be careful. But no, this is what I do. So I got the 10-minute here, the 60-minute in the middle, then I got the daily, and then the daily with the D. And then what I do all day, I'll just start pulling these up. I'll do that. DPZ finally pulled in again, guys. Remember that one? They bounced it up. Everybody started, oh man, what's going on here? But it's DPZ. It should be $300. Remember that when it kept going? We were adding, and then boom, we covered half, went back up. We added the other half we covered, and boom, we're right back in. We covered half down in here, though. We're in a half position. Let's see if we can run this thing back down to the lows of 153. If it goes up again, I'll do it again, guys. This one's just shaking and baking right now. But ultimately, you got the monthly chart, and that's the monthly chart that's stretched. Look what's happening here, guys. Slowly but surely. Eventually, it's going to be 135, 130. So I'm going to hold this half. I'll probably be out around, I would love to see 150, but we'll have to see how this goes. But right now, this one's looking great. Not to get off all the 22 subjects or anything. ADSK. I know we've looked at this one. Yeah, this one, I'm going to open this one up right here. All right. Let's put it on the daily. I know we've been looking at this. Yeah, so he had this trend line. It popped up through it. Almost kept going here. I think we're looking at 84, 85, possibly turn back. Right now, we're bearish. We're below this trend line. Where does that trend line come from? Oh, just, okay, from that trend line high. So that's a good area. Man, I wish it would have went up a little bit more. I mean, this would have been, I guess this would have been the area to short it. We are still, let's look at the monthly just to see if that was a stretch job on this one. Yeah, see, I don't think this one was stretched too much. That was that pivot trend line. Oh, there's another one in there too. Hold on. That was that bigger one too. Wow, look at that one. Let's go back to the weekly real quick here. I want to see that one on the weekly. So, yeah, look at that. So it went right above 78. You got below that pivot. Yeah, well, let's see. It's been stubborn, shorted at 74. Everyone have a great weekend. Lord bless. Yep, Reva. Have a good one too. Have a great weekend. All right. Yeah, this one, you know, it's pulling back already. Shit. I see if we get another retrace. You can't go after it now. I mean, we could definitely pop back up. We pop back up into this area, then short it. If not, then damn, 82. That would have been the $4 right there would have been nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, a lot of these are just coming to the end of the run. But look at this. Comes in, retraces, comes in. Retrace the last, you know, hoo-ha, get everybody in, and then boom in their face. That was a nice reversal too. I would have liked to see lower prices. Your line in the sand is this trend line down in here, though. If we get below that, it'll probably go lower. If this thing stays, we could have a good possibility going higher. Nothing to do right now. If you're short, great, hold on. You'll probably get lower prices. If you're not, let's wait for a retrace. If it retraces, send me an email, send me a smoke signal, let me know. We can take a quick look at it, and I wouldn't mind going in this one as well. So that's another one that we can be possibly short. FL, Foot Locker, we have a short position on this one too. This one was a short coming in a double top around 77, 74. And yeah, I think this one's good. I mean, we're in it. Not a huge position, guys. Just slowly adding it was going up, but now we're pulling back real nice. This one as well is on my Twitter site too. You know, we have a lot of stuff out there. We're short BA, we're short MasterCard, we're short JPM, we're short Goldman Sachs, short Tesoro, MLM, Waste Management, Home Depot, what is that? Intuit. What is that one? QuickBooks, is that the one that makes Intuit? ExxonMobil, we added more when it popped up. The SEO, we're still along that one, which is short oil. Microsoft, we did add more on Microsoft at 61.94. We did cover half though, and as it was going up, we added more again. That's another thing that we do. If we get money, if we have money on the table, I'm going to cover it. If it goes back up, I'll short it again. So a lot of time these stocks will retrace back up, and as it retraces back up, and if you covered half, you can get a better price for the second time around, especially with these markets being overextended. You got to definitely do that. You have to put it in there. So yeah, so as Foot Locker was going on, we started to short at 73.11. We added more at 74.48, and then we added more at the double top at 77.73 on December 7th. So our average price right now on this one is 75.76. So we're a little bit out of the money, or in the money, I should say. I mean, we're pretty much flat on the trade. No great shakes, but you know, with that last one we added, gosh, I'm trying to look at, I don't know why I don't have the, yeah, I added 77.73. I just want to see this here. Why isn't, yeah, right there. So as this thing was coming to double top, that's when we added. So, and that's what you got to do. If you're adding slowly and steady, and it starts getting up, you got to keep an eye on these to where if you have room to add, you got to know when double top is and stuff like that. But that's where it got our position up. Like I said, now our average price is 75.76, and we're actually in the money a little bit. And it, you know, it took a little bit. Let me tell you, you know, it was like, oh great, here goes another one underwater. But double top, you know, it was getting stretched, came in real nice. We do have support right here. But honestly, if we retrace up here, if you're not short, I think it's Foot Locker, then short it if it goes back up, you know, in double top or 78, 79 area right in there. That wouldn't be bad. But right now, we could get a bounce. If it doesn't bounce, then we'll probably head down to the $70 area. If we start getting to 70 bucks, I'll chisel half off. And, you know, if the markets go, I think we're going to 63 on this one. You know, or I mean, maybe the gap fill or gap window up in here. I still think the 200 MA on that one. So yeah, so but Microsoft, thanks for the video. Hey, no problem, man. I've been doing these for a little while now, and then that's it. INTU. All right, hold on here. Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, you could go short Microsoft. Is it that? Yeah, because you know, if you go back to the monthly. This is the one where you know, we're back to double top from frickin' 2000. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So it took 16 years for the guy to break even, and then he's going to hold on what for a couple more bucks. And then watch this: the markets come in, this thing will come right back down, probably 31 bucks, 40 bucks, and then the guy who should have took his profits here, he'll still be a bag holder. But it's Microsoft. For me, I'd rather take the trade, get 10 bucks out of it, and on to the next one. But yeah, if you want to short Microsoft here, you'll have a better entry than me. That's no problem. I'm gonna have to maybe marry this one a little bit as more of a monthly play, and just waiting for the markets to pull back, and then everything's gonna pull back. Maybe at this point, I don't know. All you guys think I'm probably nuts. Yeah, into it, definitely. If you're not short this one, short it. We are short. We have a short position in this one already, right back in the double top. It's trying to hold. Let me tell you, and it's trying to hold strong up here, but a lot of resistance. It is above it, but I'm going to follow this more on the weekly basis. This thing has to close up, you know, 120, 122, and then maybe I'll think about stopping out. But oh my gosh, it's just, again, we're back into the double top here. I got to give it more time. All we need is a pullback, guys. We get a pullback in the markets. All these, like I said, are going to be flying down. All right, let's see. I think that's about it for today. I've been on long enough. It is Friday, 3 o'clock here. I got to wrap up a couple of things. But hey, guys, thanks for coming to the live session. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on StockTwits and Twitter. Twitter is more of my swing trades. StockTwits is more intraday action. And, you know, when I put out a trade out there and I just tell you short Facebook at the number, that's going to be more of a short-term trade or an intraday trade in and out. If I put swing short, that's going to be more of a, you know, buy and hold for a couple weeks or a couple months or what have you. Unless there's something like Alta. We did short Alta that day on earnings, and we were in and out. Both our scalp trade we got 12, 13 bucks, I think it was, and then the swing trade we did put a swing trade on, but we sold our last part right down in here. We were out of everything one day. Wow, I didn't even see this one. Look at that, $5 up. Someone's keeping an eye on this one. We're talking about up into this area, 272 to short again. Damn, I didn't even see this one. Look at options X, guys. Freaking this one out of the blue is up, you know, 5, 6, $7. Jeez, what a scam. You know what? It did go into that. Wait a second here. Damn it, did I miss this one? This would have been a good area, right? This is the last area we shorted, right in this one, 266.22. That's when we took this one. Look at that fall. Man, one more pop, guys. Keep an eye on Alta. If it comes up, shoot something, smoke signal, anything. If it gets up to the 272 area, we're going to take this one short. This might have been the last hoo-ha, though, right here. Damn. Double top right here. That sucks. Missed that one. Suzanne, great. You have a great weekend, too. Thanks, guys. Hey, thanks for all the nice comments. You guys are great. You know, I like I said, I love this crap, and I'll be doing this stuff for a while. And like, you know, and if you guys follow me, if I could get paid for this, you know, and even I will teach you guys educational wise. I will teach you guys how to trade and make money in these markets. So I was there at one point. I found a couple guys, you know, that I knew actually, and they taught me how to trade. I paid them for years, and here I am doing my own thing now. And maybe I could get some people to pay me. I can teach them. We could get a great room together. Maybe the GoToMeeting, maybe do the Google Hangouts where people can talk. I would love for you guys to talk too and see how that works. I don't know if, hey, what's up, Christoph? What's up, buddy? Short, baby, right? The Elin, the GLD I already went over earlier in the video, so you can watch that again. But yeah, but yeah, you know, we'll see. Like I said, I've been talking to my wife and seeing what she's feeling her out and stuff. This does take a lot of effort. I'm on the charts at home. I'm on the charts at my shop. I'm on the charts wherever I can go, and it drives her batshit crazy. So that's why I gotta pass it with her. She's the boss. So, you know, whatever, you know, like they say, happy wife, happy life, guys. We all know that if we're married. So short it if it pops, right? All right, guys, that's it for me today. I might make a video on the usual suspects, the SPY, the IWM, or look out for my live streams too. I'm gonna try to do Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings. That's another thing. I gotta talk to the boss and see what she says. You know, I really want to do this, guys. I'm working on my website, but again, if it happens in the beginning of the year, great. If not, then we'll go. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Pete's, what is that? Please, we have been eaten by Wall Street. Yeah, right. No, Suzanne. Yeah, I hear you. I've been there too. We've all been there getting our asses kicked. That's why if I can do more of these, I don't know if I'll do live streams every day, but I'll do them at least, you know, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, maybe some nightly ones to get more people in, especially if you're going to pay me a subscription fee. I want to do as much as I can for everybody and get everybody knowledgeable, teach everybody, do the educational part. Trades are a big part of it, of course. We'll make money. You're going to make your money back that you're paying me. It's going to be like a free service. Believe me, we will find trades to make money on. Don't get me wrong. I've been doing it every day. What I'm trying to do, I'm going to do a hashtag, any news for gold? Yeah, we've been, Lewis, we've been adding to gold since 115. If you haven't added on gold, do it after hours here. That's fine. 108, 109, that's fine. But remember, leave more in the tank, buddy. Do I trade full time? Yes, I do trade full time. I actually own a business too, Jerry. I have a printing company, so that's why I got to really figure out what I want to do, because when I get busy in my printing company, then I can't really, I have the charts on and all that stuff. I'm mostly swing trades, but I can't do the intraday. I can't do the live stuff. So that's why I was saying the last couple of weeks, you know, if I could get paid to do this, I would hire someone internally to run my printing company, and then it's more or less a wash. So then I could stay focused on this. You guys are actually paying me to pay the guy who's running my printing company. Then one day I'm going to sell the printing company, don't get me wrong, and just do trading full time. But, you know, just trying to get everything together here, guys. I just can't. My printing company's been open for 14 years, guys, and I can't just walk away from it. It does very well. And for me just to shut it down after 14 years of hard work with that, I'm not going to do it. So, but if I can hire a key guy to run it and run around and do all the stuff I'm doing, and then I don't have to physically pay for it, then I'll do the subscription based and see if it's worth it for me, because it does take a lot of time doing this trading stuff. It isn't something that you just take lightly or do part time. This is a full time job, and even though I have 2 full time jobs, I love the charts. I love finding trades. I love making money in the markets. All right, guys, is it up after hours? Hold on, everyone's freaking out, trying to get out of here, and you guys just keep stringing me along here. Yeah, but Jerry, I do trade full time. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh, it's up only 9 cents in GLD. Come on, guys, you guys are killing me. But yeah, I mean, this is the time to buy right here, just to go over it again. One more chart for the roads, guys. I can't even help. I'd stay here for another 3 hours, but it's Friday. I think my mother-in-law is watching the kids tonight, and I'm going to have some free time. But yeah, I mean, this is, you got the 750, you got the gap fill down here. You have another one down here at 105, then 101.49, then 100 even number. You got to start doing something here. And if this thing gets down to 104, 102, we're looking for a pop-up back into here, and then maybe back into the 125 area. This is a nice fall to get a nice slingshot back. But again, if the markets are getting beat up next week, or next week, the holiday session into the new year, I doubt it, but I guess you never know. Kind of the same crap last year when Yellen raised the rates, so you can't rule out anything. So same here, I'm in the insurance business. Yeah, you know, I ran my company forever. So just be aware, you could start adding, we started adding right here at these pivots. We added more around 112. We added some right around 108 or 105 or 107.98 right in there. So our cost average is right. I don't have it at this moment, but right around 112, 112.50 or whatever. Something like I don't have it up right now. So, but cool. Thanks again. Yep. Laugh out loud, Rags. Hey, right. But seriously, I mean, you know, for all you guys, if you guys are working too, you know, every other moment of the day, especially if you're single, you're on the charts, you're trying to figure out, you're reading CNBC, you're doing this, you're doing it's a nonstop thing. But my thing is with this, if I can get, you know, 100, 200, 300 people, you know, even just, you know, just in the live chat room on the weekend going through stuff. And, you know, I can't look at everything, but if I have a bunch of people going, hey, look at this, look at that, we can find a bunch of good trades here, guys, and make a lot of money. That's all I'm looking to do. And if I could get paid to do that, even better. But then if I could do that and get paid, you guys will get paid too. And that's the big thing for me. I love helping people. If I didn't like helping people, I wouldn't be doing this crap right now. You know, I'd already have the subscription thing, but I've been doing StockTwits for over 1.5 years. But I did some consulting for 1 year. So I was doing a little bit here and there, but the consulting I still do, but not on the one-on-one like I was doing. But I really like to do this. I like interacting with people and all that good stuff, guys. All right, with all that to say, everybody have a great weekend. Look for a post or something. I might do something tomorrow, if not on Sunday, just a live session. We'll go over some more stocks. So look at some charts, look at some stocks, see if you can find some patterns out there. Look for head and shoulders, and we'll try to figure out which way these crazy options X markets are going. All right, guys, thanks again for coming to the live session. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and all that good stuff. Twitter, StockTwits, Facebook, I do a little bit of stuff on, but not that much. All right, guys, have a great weekend. God bless, and see you on the charts.